Hello everybody, Maddox here. Welcome back to the Pokestorian, the show where we talk about whatever I feel like. It's my show, so I'm just gonna ramble on about Pokemon cards and things that are going on. And right now, the news that's really kind of making the headlines out there in the social media circuit is that the Pokemon market is finally cooling off. We are in a decline, baby. And I, for one, could not be happier. I've been waiting for this to happen for a while. I was getting so freaking sick of not being able to find anything in stores. It's like, I just want to go to Publix or Walmart or Aldi or whatever and pick up some freaking cards when I'm trying to buy my chicken for the week. And actually, I did that last week. I went to Aldi and I was able to find some cards. And that's one of the reasons I know that this market is correcting, because I'm actually finding cards in stores again. So if you're one of those people that likes to pick up a couple of packs in stores, congratulations. If you can't already do it, you're going to be able to do it real soon, I'm betting. Now, what does that mean for sets like Prismatic Evolutions and 151? I don't know about those ones. You probably won't be able to find them for a while. They're still going to be very sought after. And as long as those Prismatic Evolution single cards remain so freaking expensive, then you're just not going to see them around too much. So I think the scalping will continue on those. But more basic sets like Paldea Evolved, Obsidian Flames, any of these other sets that got reprints, maybe even Surging Sparks, you're probably going to be able to find those pretty soon. So go forth and enjoy the cards. And I hope you just have a wonderful time, because I'm certainly enjoying finding things again. Now, the other thing to keep your mind on right now with this market and how I can tell it's declining is that a lot of the Scarlet and Violet special illustration rares and illustration rares are just going way down. Some of these cards are reaching actually all-time lows. For example, the Terapagos from Stellar Crown, the special illustration rare is down to I think the lowest it's ever been. And from someone who just got that card for my birthday, it's absolutely gorgeous and probably not a bad time to pick it up, because it still is a special illustration rare and it's just so pretty. So very interesting to see. I wouldn't say for that it's a good time to go in there and pick up all the cards you've been wanting to get. Terapagos is a little bit of a special case there. It's gotten lower than it's ever been, so that's why I'm comfortable with that one, saying, hey, it might not be a bad idea to pick that one up. But with these other cards, I suspect that they're probably going to fall a bit further, so if you're kind of waiting a little bit, probably are not going to go too wrong with that, so just keep that in mind. And the last thing I want to talk about, and the final fact I suppose that you can tell this market is finally cooling off, is the Journey Together situation, which of course is a very fun set. I've opened it up on this channel a couple times. It's got some cool cards. I'm still trying to get that Articuno and that Whale Lord. Those cards are absolutely fantastic and on my list. But I'd say overall the set has come out with sort of a just slightly warmer than lukewarm response. Like, people like it, but people are not nuts about it. This isn't Prismatic Evolutions. This isn't Surging Sparks. This is just a nice Pokemon set. A lot of people have said it's comparable to Stellar Crown. I say that's probably the most comparable set to it. So that's a good sign too. And a lot of those cards from that set, they've come out and they've done what cards are supposed to do after they first come out. They've kind of just been trailing down. And that's the sign of a healthy market, because I mean, logically, that's how it typically goes, right? As soon as more supply hits the market, because the set just came out, you're going to see a lot of people putting them on the market to sell, so the price is going to go down. And we just weren't really seeing that for Prismatic or for Surging Sparks, which is kind of the opposite of what's normal, but that was just a crazy time. But again, that shows that the crazy times are over. So when you put those three facts together, the fact that products are becoming available in stores, the decline of the special illustration, the illustration rares, and the fact that the latest set is just doing okay, you can see that we're in a cooling off period, and thank you. I kind of wanted my hobby back. And yeah, it's fun to have your cards worth a bunch of money, but it's also kind of boring when you can't frickin' open anything. So, good times. Oh, and then what do I think about Destined Rivals and how that's going to go? I don't change my stance on that. Even if we enter a market decline, you're probably not going to see too much of a decline for Destined Rivals. Maybe some of the singles that aren't that popular will come out the gate and tank, just like a lot of the ones from Journey Together have. But we don't know the cards yet, but I'm sure that a lot of the big chase cards that are going to be in the Rocket portion of that set are going to be very, very expensive, and it's just going to be how it is. And I also think those packs are going to be very, very hard to get. And if you're trying to get like a booster box or something like that, I don't really know how the prices of those are going to play out. I think I've expressed before on this channel, my whole plan is I'm gonna be lame and I'm just gonna buy the boxes no matter what the price, because I just think no matter what, those boxes are going to be worth a lot someday, and there's certainly no harm in just buying them. Even if I buy $100 over what they end up declining to, like, who cares? Like, long term, I'm not going to open them, so they're going to do just fine. And I don't want to risk the fact that they might just keep going up, because we just don't know how popular of a set this is going to be. Now, the alternative is, though, maybe some of the cool cards get revealed and it ends up not being as cool of a set that we thought it might be. I mean, for example, they showed that new Orbeetle card today. It was a Team Rocket card, and the response was pretty lukewarm from what I could see from people online. If we keep getting new cards that are just not that popular like that, the Team Rocket portion of the set might not actually be all that great. But you have to remember, we still got the Heatwave Arena portion of the set, which has got some really sick cards like the Ho-Oh and the, what else you get? You got the Typhlosion, and then Cynthia's Garchomp, I think, is in that set. So no matter what, I think it's going to be a pretty good set. But like, if it's going to be just a killer set, I'd say the signs still point to yes, but you never know, that could change. But either way, I don't care if it ends up being a killer set or a set that's just okay. I'm buying some booster boxes as soon as that set comes out. So anyways, that's all I wanted to talk with y'all about. Hope you got a good update on what's going on with the market, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.